Hello and welcome in everybody to Las Vegas, the third final race, and these are the standings. Max Verstappen winning in Brazil last time. We getting P10, a bit of a disappointing result, although we did get fastest lap, doesn't mean anything in this season. We, for this race, will be going for the soft allocations, looking for a soft to medium.
Welcome along to Las Vegas. It's Viva Las Vegas tonight. I can't wait to see what this place has in store for F1 tonight. "17 corners, 3 straights, 2 DRS zones, and the glitz and glamour of Las Vegas as we race around the 3.8 miles of Sin City. The strip has been taken over to become a straight tonight, commanding top speeds of around 212 miles an hour. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Yuki Tsunoda lines up on pole position, and Lando Norris lines up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Sainz, Russell, Lance Stroll, and Behrman. Verstappen, Hülkenberg, Ocon, and Charles Leclerc. Antonelli, Colapinto, Pierre Gasly, and Hamilton. Albon, Piastri, Gabriel Bortoleto, and Fernando Alonso. Lawson and Isaac Hadjar rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
So then it is now time to choose our strategy. AI has put us on soft onto hard pitting on lap 7. I'm thinking soft to medium. Let's be aggressive with it. We are starting on pole position, so let's just go for it. Now here come the lights. 3, 4, 5, and here in Vegas, it's lights out and it's
okay, let's have a comms check, please.
It's a
Radio
good
check.
launch off the line, and we're going to maintain P1 if Norris can't get on the inside, which he can't. We're going to close it off, and we maintain P1. George Russell moves up into third place as we're close to the wall on the inside, and Norris is closing behind. Can he get over? We're going to have to use the RS into this turn on the brakes. He's going to try to stick around the outside, but there's no space, and we maintain P1 into sector 1. Cool, easy. Basically, you could do the whole race, maintain like P3, and you can win it. But here comes Lando Norris moving up into P1 as we lose a position, having a dodgy corner exit, but the fight is not over. Coming into the end of the straight, we are ERSing, overtaken, well, it's still side by side into the braking zone. Can George Russell go down the inside? No, we're going to be late on the brakes, turning earlier, and P1 is ours, but we will be nerfed into the next corner. But Lando Norris loses a position to George Russell, who is now gaining on us coming into the pit straight. This is looking amazing for Yuki Tsunoda and his hope for P1 and winning the championship, but it's a bad corner exit, and here comes Lando Norris. We will actually sit behind for the DRS detection zone, a little bit of DRS games, and with DRS we will glide into P1 after losing out. Better corner exit, but we are oversteering and snapping out of control, and now here goes Lando Norris. We're going to leave the space going into the final turn, but we still have time.
Degrading fast. We can change strategy if you want. Check your MFD for details.
We are ahead of Lando Norris coming into the long turn, going back on the way we entered. Lap 5, we will pit to the medium tyres. Where will Lando Norris go? He's going to try get us. We will have the inside line going into the next braking point. And we can be late on the brakes, but we're going to the wall. Any damage is the question, and the answer is no. Thank God. But George Russell Can he help us and overtake Lando Norris? Looking not likely, but he actually will. But it won't mean anything, it just means he will move into P1. They all have their DRS open. We're going to save the battery and take the hit whilst they fight side by side. We can get a better run. Fight around the outside, but George Russell nearly closing the gap. He quickly moves over to the side and helps
Mercedes
out.
drivers just moved into first place.
But we move into P3 out of DRS. And no one else seems to be going into the pit. We won't bait them into it, but now we'll move into the braking zone of the... Oh my god, 1 mile an hour. We don't get a 10-second tyre penalty. And into the pits for the medium tyre.
Right, let's go, come on. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a
Hopefully,
nice stop time.
no
We're happy with that
traffic. Any traffic. We
That was
are
our last stop.
very
No more
close to
scheduled pit stops.
Hadjar.
Let's go.
A bit too close for liking, but as the tyres warm up, look at the grip. I didn't expect that coming out there. And look how much we're gaining on the Racing Bull and the Alpine already. Looks like they are having their own little battle of their own for last place. We are a lap earlier to pit than literally everybody else.
Okay, Yuki, our fuel usage rate is higher than we need it to be, so please let's try and back off a little bit and make it last.
You're the one giving me the MFD, and it says we're 0.9 laps over on fuel. So I think we're using the fuel in a smart way. We overfueled as we get past Isaac Hadjar. Or do we? Yes, we do. Next target is Franco Colapinto. We
Nice
would
work,
have liked
mate.
to have
That brings you
DRS
up a
down
place.
straight, but it's not going to happen. And yeah, the Alpine going to have to back out of that one. He ain't getting past us, but he will have DRS. So the fight with Colapinto is going to be alive, and Isaac Hadjar. Will we send it down the inside? Yes, we will. We needed to. We couldn't sit behind him again. And it's actually worked out alright, to be honest. Behind him. There he is. Get. Go on, Lawson. Go on, Lawson. Liam Lawson and George Russell side by side. Gaining us amazing time. He doesn't stay ahead, but he's got DRS. Go on, Liam Lawson. Can you get past the Mercedes, who's strangely on the hard side? Yeah. Oh my god, what a move. What a move. But the real question is, where is Lando Norris? He's nowhere to be seen. Where is Lando Norris, guys? He's a full 3 seconds back, and he's going on to the hard compound of tyres. So is Carlos Sainz. I mean, I'd back Lance Stroll. I mean, it is Stroll we're talking about here. I'd back Lance Stroll to potentially get a podium. He's gaining weight, and we are not going to let that happen. Look at how close we're getting. DRS activated. ERS being emptied on this straight to get George Russell, but it will be into the braking zone. He's going to move over to defend the inside, and we are going to go into the inside, and it's an illegal overtake.
I'm afraid, mate. Return the position, give it back.
Absolute robbery. Let's rewatch that, because that, in my eyes, is never illegal. Come on, guys. Come on. I guess it's off the track. I guess it's off the track. The 3/10 back, and this will be P1 hopefully coming down the straight. DRS being deployed, DRS activated. We need to get him before the corner, which we do
mate,
successfully.
Great stuff. You hit that target. That sets us up nicely for the rest of this race.
No way, that's track limits again. One more, but we get a 3-second time penalty. We have to be careful going into that corner. I honestly don't know how it is track limits, but that's what the game, the FIA, is giving us. To Norris and Sainz in their battle for the podium position is 3.4 seconds. Is Russell getting very close whilst we're going on non, but ERS mode. And he's getting close on corner exit. Would it be stupid to let him by before, well, he already gets by before the detection zone. There is the detection zone, and we will have DRS. We can save the battery, and he has to empty it if he wants to stay ahead, which he will be doing. George Russell not wanting to give up the position. Careful coming into the turn. No, sorry guys. Right, now we're away. Is he alright? Oh my god, what's happened to George Russell?
Okay, the incident's been cleared. Let's get back up to racing speed. Come on.
George Russell is going slow. Is he out? Is George Russell out? He's out! And we have no fighter for P1. What has happened there? Oh my days. Guys, put in the comments, what do you think has happened there? I genuinely have no clue.
Gap to your teammate behind, 7.9 seconds.
Okay, so let's see how this mysterious George Russell DNF happens. We're going into the braking zone, and he looked pretty normal. Whoa, he just doesn't turn in, does he? And he decides to slow down and stops.
Place. Not good. For a title, greedy Yuki Tsunoda. Absolutely amazing. That is the biggest piece of luck we have received all season long.
Okay, mate,
Now,
this is the final lap of the race. Final lap.
as Mark says, ladies and gentlemen, it is the final lap. We have run a magnificent race. I do not know where George Russell has gone and how we DNF'd, but Lando Norris will take home P2 if Carlos Sainz can't get an overtake. Carlos Sainz is going to be in with a chance. He will have DRS on that long back straight. As we tour the track one more time in the race. It will be a massive win, the third final competition in Vegas. Can Sainz hinder Norris's title chance? He's ahead, but who will be ahead into the turn? It looks like it is Carlos Sainz in the Williams getting a P2. He's going to take home P2. But round the final turn, Yuki Tsunoda wins at Las Vegas.
Oh, you worked hard for that one. Congratulations. Well done.
Yes. Good job, guys. Good one.
Great try.
Yuki Tsunoda takes the checkered flag and wins.
They led from lights out to the flag at the end, and their race victory was never in doubt, was it? Brilliant stuff by them.
From lights out to the checkered flag, this is what they're racing for. It's points and a trip to the podium. And the little man towers over the rest. It's the top step of the podium for Yuki Tsunoda.
So these are the standings then. We lead the championship by 16 points coming into Qatar Sprint. Lando Norris is a full 23 points back from us and is 7 points behind. and those two, Lando Norris and Max Verstappen, are the only possible contenders. Like, subscribe, peace.